Hi, seventh grade. Welcome to week 2 of home learning. I just wanted to point out a couple things about today's lesson and then also talk a little bit about the work that you did last week. So if you notice on your home page, you'll see that there is some answer keys. So you'll want to go back to last week's assignments and just check your answers. I put some comments on other people's things if there was something that was really sticking out. So you want to go back to your answer keys and just take a look, and you can always repair and fix things up a little bit. So if we're going through today's lesson, you will see that we start off with a video from BrainPop, and then we will go to a model that we'll take a look at for this energy pyramid. So I'm going to click on that one for a moment and just show you a couple of things. There's a quick directions over here, but when you go to the actual link, you'll see that there's a lot of directions, and you're welcome to scroll down through and to read all of that. Basically, what you'll do is you'll pick some of these items on the side, and you have to try to put them all in to the right layer. So as you're going through, you'll hear a little ding, ding. And so if you put it in the wrong spot, it might fly back. So I'm just going to take a couple of these and just show you really quickly. So if I were to take, say, rabbits, opossums, you notice that they flipped one back to the other. So the rabbit left and the opossum was there. Or if I put in wolves and they're both there, and then let me try to put rabbits there again. Oh, now I can get to stay on. All right, but when we keep going, we keep adding things. You'll notice that sometimes they're right here. You're not quite sure if they're in the right spot. So what you want to do is click on check. Oh, and you can see that everything that was wrong went back to the side of there. In the end, what you're going to have is where all these words, the names itself, have converted to a picture. And if it's in a picture form, it will be correct. So your task is to get all of these in the right spot. And then when you're done, you'll go back to your document and take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and put it into here of the final pyramid that you have. When you're all done with that, there's down here at the bottom, there's some more information about different types of energy pyramids. It's just optional. However, it's really good just to give you some idea of the different types of pyramids and how these are used possibly. All right, down at the next thing, we're going to be going to some questions. And so you'll see this pyramid that's over here. And you're going to highlight some words that are appropriate, that match the description of that layer. And then you're going to answer a few questions. When you continue on down, this is where we really get into the meat of our topic so far. So last week's work was really mostly about reviewing things that you possibly have learned in the past, most likely in your 5th grade unit on ecosystems. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to keep focusing on the energy. And so if you notice this year, the energy theme has been throughout every unit that we've had so far. And so our task now is to think about, well, where is this energy going? And how is this going to be recycled and reused? And so if you look at this image that is here, you can see that the energy flow is going through all these different layers of the pyramid. And then there's arrows that are going out. And so you've learned a little bit about how much percentage is going from each layer to layer, but where does it go after that? And we can see that there's an arrow going downwards to these decomposers and detritus feeders. So finally, our last question is where you're going to take a look over here and just think a little bit about, well, where does it go? What's the role of those decomposers and detritus feeders? The last thing you're going to be doing, if you want to, this is an optional one, it does involve a little bit of math, and it's just trying to use and calculate what would be the appropriate number of species that would need to be there in order to support the layer above it. All right, and so those are the things that you're going to be working on today. Again, if you need any help or things, please go to the Google chat during the time that we have. Monday, it will be from 10 to 11, so just pop on by and we'll talk with you then. Okay, so here's your message for today. Thanks.